I, in fact, don't know how I got here. Do you know how I got here?
And it's just one of the most, the oldest, most traditional, ancient tools I've never used.
Hi, my name is Adrian Rogers.
Hi, my name is Warren Hammond.
And we are the Teacher Trainers. So today we're going to try a new activity called Activity WARZ. As teacher trainers, we need to always be creative and constantly come up with new activities so that we can present them to our trainees in the TESOL class and not always do the same activity over and over and over and over.
Okay. Basically, the idea is to create a fun, practical ESL speaking activity which you, who are watching, can try it in your class. Full disclosure, to keep the realism of the game, we don't know each other's activity, just awesome. So that we have to actually explain it to each other in front of the audience, which is the camera and the editor.
So the way that this will work is that each of us will take turns to explain the activity to each other and actually run our own game. And you guys will decide who had the better speaking activity and why is it mine. The rules are, the activity must be a speaking activity that we create. We must be able to run it in an actual class, but also in front of only 2 people. The age and the level of the students is up to us.
So now, let's begin the Activity WARZ Speaking Edition!
So, who goes first? Rock, paper, scissors.
Rock, paper, scissors, let's do it. Natural way of starting.
Ready? 1, 2, 3. Does that mean that I start or we forgot?
Right.
I won.
You won, you choose.
So I choose. Yeah. I don't know. Should I might just, I'll go first because I'm nervous. Kind of thing. So I guess I just want to get it out of the way. All right, I go first. The activity that I will be doing is called Who Wants to Be the Next YouTuber? The way you run the game is super simple. You will need to prepare a bag of random items and a timer. Each player will take turns to grab any random item in the bag and then review it for 1 minute. Each player needs to start the sentence with, so today I'm going to review while grabbing an object from the bag. There must be no hesitation and the player has to take out one random item as fast as possible and finish the sentence. After that, they must start to imagine themselves as a YouTuber and describe or comment on the chosen item for 1 minute. The idea is to be as creative as possible and think of any features that item has. In a class, you can divide them into teams and let one team choose the items for the next team, and then in turns, one person comes up and has 1 minute to review one of the items that they have picked up from the bag. To keep the realism and avoid Warren from crying and saying that I cheated, I have asked our editor Tom to choose the items for us so that none of us knows what items are in the bag.
Great.
So we have the magic bag and we're going to do rock, paper, scissors to see who goes first. I've got a timer right here set to 1 minute and then it's time to rock and roll. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay, you go first then. Time starts now.
Okay, everybody, so today we are going to be looking at this very incredible item here, which I just recently purchased actually, and it's just one of the most the oldest, most traditional, ancient tools. I've never used it before. I realized that it's actually, even though it's old, it's been upgraded so many times. I'll leave it here. I'll leave that there. It's got a nice 500 gram. You can see the exact amount of weight that you're picking up when you're using. I find that the balance actually, the way that the balance is heavier on the top end here. It really makes that nice pendulum type action as it drops and falls. It really doesn't need to be. You don't need very much force or energy at all. And yeah. You can do so many things with it. Actually, you could, if you want, you can use it upside down and just,
and then what?
Lots of little things. Lots of little things. You know, if you
tell me one.
Well, one is this just an ornament, and that's the end of that. How'd you like that? I don't even know what I said.
You just didn't say anything special. You just described the hammer. There was no special feature about the hammer, or what was the special thing about it? So is it my turn?
Okay. Intro and start your timer?
Yeah.
All right, here we go. Your turn. Timer starts and get your hand ready. And 3, 2, 1, let's go.
So today we're going to be looking at the new mouse, the 2023 version, which looks very similar to the 22 version. However, this one has an extra compartment here, as you guys can see. When you remove the battery, it looks like it's only a battery compartment. However, this one is actually to stash your money in case you ever run out of money. No one trusts banks these days. That is why they've created the Ultra Mouse Bank 2023.
Wow.
So all you need to do is whenever you have spare money, which is not very often, I know, all you need to do is fold the note and just stick it in here, put the top on it, and then no one will know that your money is there. Now, your wife, hey, where is the, I don't know, I lost it, da 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 da. Then one day you go to work, you have no money to pay for coffees for others, you know, all that. You go like, hey, actually, boom, and the money is right there. So that is what I like about the version of this one.
Time. Wow. Hey, not bad. That was not bad.
How was it?
That was not bad.
Good, good. Better than the hammer?
Yeah, hey, I got a better example here. Let me go up that. All right, so the activity I prepared for this game is called I'll Ask the Questions Here. It is a very simple activity to run. You just need to prepare a timer and a list of settings or scenarios to choose from. It can be anything like a coffee shop, at the zoo, at a library, on a date. Okay. For this game, players or students can be put in pairs or groups of 3. You run the game simply by giving the pair of students any scenario on the list and setting the timer for about 40 to 60 seconds. Pick the player who will start the dialogue. Then he or she must start by asking the other player a question that is related or relevant to the scenario. The other player has to answer that question and come up with a new thing to ask as fast as possible. The conversation continues until the timer runs out. Now, the only rule is that there should be no repetition in questions or answers.
Man, oh my God, there's so much water around this piece of land. How did you get here?
I came by helicopter. It's the fastest way to get. Have you ever been by helicopter?
I have not been here by helicopter. I, in fact, don't know how I got here. Do you know how I got here?
Yeah, you have been in the helicopter. We came together. But don't you remember what time we jumped? We departed?
No, but we are awful close to each other for such a big place. Why is that?
That is a good question.
On a cruise ship.
Oh my goodness, this place is worth it, but wasn't it really expensive?
I mean, yes, it was, but luckily I got the tab here. I paid that one. You're getting the next trip, though, right?
Well, yes, but do you see that piece of ice over there? Doesn't it look a little bit familiar?
It looks a little bit like the block in Titanic. Have you seen that movie?
I have seen, and those violinists look pretty familiar. Why are they starting to play music, Warren?
Well, maybe we're on the scene of Titanic and we're shooting. We're not supposed to.
Ah!
In the jungle.
Wow, that baboon has a really red butt. What's your favorite animal in this?
My favorite
jungle?
animal is the elephant, but I have 2 questions for you. One is, why are you staring at the baboon's butt? And 2, why did you start first when I was supposed to start first?
Ooh, the great questions. 1, it was right up in there in my face. How could I miss it? And 2, I just wanted to get ahead. Look, next time you can try. But first, let's go on a safari. Why do you want to go on a safari?
That is a very long question. Yes, I want.
All right. Cool.
So that's the end of the game, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. Please let us know in the comments who you thought the winner is. You guys get to decide that.
Of course, the main purpose of doing this is for you guys to implement these activities into your own classes. Feedback is always welcome, so let us know how it went.
Give us a like and share our video if you found this useful, which will really help us create even more teaching content. For more tips on how to teach speaking, click here.
Subscribe to our channel here and stay updated with more awesome teaching content.
We are the Teacher Trainers.
Signing out.
See you next class. And this is pure love, isn't it?
I think that's Tom.
Do you love it, Tom? Sorry. And is there not impressed, and Tom is just like...